So residents in Morris County tell me this has been happening every single night with the exception of Thanksgiving over the past few weeks. One family claims they followed a drone in their car, and while it hovered above them, the clock in their car changed times. Then they say the clock went back to normal after they drove off. Witnesses also talk about the size of these drones. Some say they can be as big as a small car. Despite the growing concern, though, Morris County officials insist, quote, there continues to be no known threat to public safety as the mystery continues.
Okay, keep us posted. This is bizarre. We need to know more. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
You wrote an op-ed about this. This happened a year ago. We're just now learning about it. Pretty shocking. What do we know about these drones?
Well, Will, first of all, thanks for having me on. But these drones were large. Some of them were as large as 20 feet long.
Mystery drones were spotted flying over U.S. military bases in Virginia last year for 17 straight days.
3 months earlier, mysterious drones were also spotted flying over a sensitive nuclear facility in Nevada. It is not clear whether these incidents were related.
They also had smaller quadcopters that came down off of the larger mothership drones that hovered just above the ground. This happened for 17 straight nights at Langley Air Force Base in Virginia, starting on Pearl Harbor Day, December 7th.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions I need to understand. First, so you said they were large enough that they probably would have had to been launched from sea, from a ship off the coast. It seems inconceivable that would escape America's attention in terms of our surveillance, our spying from a foreign power. So I don't know how this happens or how. I don't know how. I guess, Chuck, I don't know how big a threat I'm supposed to take this as. I don't know who could have possibly done this.
Apparently, the Pentagon has no idea who these drones are. U.S. officials still claim that they don't know who was flying the drones or how to stop the drone.
And Will, it gets worse. Just a couple of months earlier, there were several mystery drone flights over our nuclear testing range in Nevada, just north of Las Vegas. And again, nothing was done. And it gets even worse. Some of the FBI agents that have been assigned to look into this have reported drones flying over their homes as if to say, hey, we know where you are.
After flying over Langley Air Force Base, the drones headed south over an area that includes the home base for the Navy's SEALs Team 6 and Naval Station Norfolk. John, this is just incredible.
The drone mystery remains unsolved, Harris, but it certainly has the attention of Pentagon brass.
This is over my house right now. What is that?
That's the question on everyone's mind as this object, and at times apparent clusters of objects, hovered over northern New Jersey last night. Multiple sightings were captured on cell phone video in the evening and matched similar images seen over the last 2 weeks.
The drone mystery over New Jersey, seen flying near President-elect Trump's Bedminster golf course and near a military base.
That's not a plane. Mysterious drones have been popping up in the night sky over New Jersey.
This is a video of the Morris County drones with characteristic triangle lights.
Residents sharing eerie videos like these on social media. Mike Walsh says he's been seeing them since mid-November.
It's like close encounters for people in New Jersey.
For the past several weeks, they've been spotting possible drones that are flying overhead. No one seems to know what they are. The FBI is looking into the sightings and is asking people to share photos and videos with them. So look at this. Sometimes it appears to be one large drone, possibly the size of a car. Whoa. Other times it's several objects flying in formation.
I can see 3 drones just in this view. There is another one over here and another one back here.
And still little to no explanation.
The fact that our police, the county, the state, no one has anything to say about it, I think is crazy.
We went in search of answers Wednesday and learned this from the mayor of Mendham Borough.
I know that these drones are not new. They've been going on for a while now, like well over a year. It's just increasing. It's at a much more rapid level.
So there's a man in Morris County who took this video from last week. Large drones or even a fixed wing aircraft, he says, the size of a car.
he started noticing these multiple drone-looking aircraft in the sky at night starting last month.
He reported them to local police but hasn't received any explanation. Other residents say the drones seem to fly in coordinated groups, appearing every night except Thanksgiving and disappearing as soon as the sun comes up.
Just looked out the window at 6 o'clock and there were 7 or 8 hovering right near my home. It's a complete violation of privacy and unnerving. I couldn't sleep last night.
The drone sightings continued last night over Morris County and have now been spotted in other areas of the state. Where they're coming from and who's controlling them remains a mystery.
This is bizarre. There's more over there. Look. Holy cow. Look, guys. There's one there, one there, one there. Oh.
The drone sightings are near the Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, a frequent overnight stop for President-elect Trump. Drones had been banned over Trump's golf course, and now the FBI is investigating. Residents are frustrated at the lack of information from authorities.
We want to know what's happening, and we want it to stop.
People are unnerved about it because there's no answer to who they are, who's controlling these drones, and why there's so many.
Aviation expert J.P. Tristani says his biggest concern is having unauthorized drones flying in an already crowded airspace that serves Newark, LaGuardia, JFK, Teterboro, and Morristown airports.
It's like a symphony in the sky of aircraft. All of them have prescribed paths. You start throwing unidentified objects, such as drones or UFOs, into that pattern, and you have a very critical problem with safety in the air.
Clearly in a formation.
The FBI says they are possibly drones and is asking the public for information and videos of any such activity. Local police say there's no immediate danger to the public, but they don't have an explanation for the flying objects.
Tonight in central New Jersey, a mystery in the sky.
What the heck?
The FBI is now investigating multiple sightings of swarms of drones hovering menacingly overhead night after night for the last several weeks.
This cell phone video taken last week shows drones hovering over a neighborhood in Morristown just above the trees. It's one of countless sightings by residents and law enforcement over the last 2 weeks.
You look up and you'll see them. I mean, they're everywhere.
Ryan Dawson sees the drones around dusk over his neighborhood in Mendham Township. FBI officials say residents describe seeing clusters of drones and a possible fixed-wing aircraft.
My wife and I were driving. We saw one right up above us that was the size of our car. I mean, it's crazy.
They're very fast. They dart around, but no one can figure out, like, why are they here?
Olivia DiMatteo owns Simple Coffee on West Main Street in Mendham. She says the drone mystery has brewed up all sorts of theories.
The rumors have gone from Russian spies to people stalking Trump to aliens, so nobody really knows what's going on, but it's definitely concerning.
Residents in Mendham and nearby towns call the whole thing unsettling.
It's suspicious to me, obviously. It's creepy.
Especially creepy, they say, because the culprit and their motives are unknown.
They're clearly alarming people, and you can understand why, because it's been happening repeatedly. And as some of those people in our story have said, they're just not getting answers from law enforcement.
And they're big, too.
And they're big. Some of them as big as small cars, which, if you've seen drones are normally,
I didn't even know they could be that big.
Yeah. So,
okay, stay on this one.
All right.
Please.
It's kind of crazy, really, the fact that they're up there, no one knows where they've come from.
We also reached out to the Morris County Office of Emergency Management, which referred us to the Morris County Prosecutor's Office. The Prosecutor's Office then referred us to the FBI.
From the Hindenburg to War of the Worlds, David, New Jersey has seen its share of aerial intrigue. Tonight, authorities say they understand the public's concern about the drones, but they say there's no immediate danger.
New reports that mysterious drones are swarming a U.S. military base and did so for 17 days in December of last year. Wow. New reports of something that happened in December that breached our national security? The Pentagon says it's stumped with no idea who is behind it.
Now, Pentagon officials recently addressed questions about the drones.
The number of those UAS incursions did fluctuate on any given day, but they didn't appear to exhibit any hostile intent. It's something that we, have kept our eye on.
This isn't the first time suspicious drone activities has been seen.
Here are some of the police reports from Virginia near Langley Air Force Base. December 6th, 10 p.m. Multiple drones have been tracked over Langley Air Force Base, and one was seen descending in the area of Marshall Street or Gosnold's Hope Park. The drone is not a Langley Air Force Base drone. December 7th, 11:07 p.m. Langley is reporting one that's about 25 feet off the ground, possibly landed at Gosnold's Hope. Myself and the other agent will be at 201 Drummond's at the horse pasture in the field, getting a strong signal.
FBI is now getting involved in an investigation into these mysterious, apparently small car-sized drones that people are spotting flying over New Jersey in the middle of the night. Look at this. One woman there took the video you're seeing. So that's it. It looks like it's flying pretty low. And from that perspective, it looks very large, right? And all those lights in the sky that you see there, see those lights? Those are apparently drones as well, they say, seeming to fly in a V formation, with the whole saga stressing people out nearby.
The FBI is investigating these mysterious drone sightings in Morris County. Residents say they've been appearing more frequently in recent weeks, and tonight many people want to know exactly where they're coming from.
Now, we also reached out to Picatinny Arsenal because of reports that the drones were flying over the military base. So far, we have not heard back.
Yeah, Gilma, this one's really a head scratcher for families who live nearby. They are especially concerned because there's a military base not far from here. There's also a number of residential neighborhoods that for weeks now have been seeing these drones almost every single night. And as police investigate, now we've learned the FBI has joined in as well.
That's not a plane.
The mysterious drones keep popping up in the late night hours over Morris County. Mike Walsh first spotted them in mid-November. Now he sees them all the time.
We've been seeing them every night, except Thanksgiving they seem to take the night off.
Pay close attention to the three-pronged lights.
We're all completely unnerved. I didn't sleep last night. When I would get up and look out my window at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., they were still hovering. I got up at 5:30 this morning and they were still there. As the sun was starting to rise, they went back in the same direction they came from. And I expect they'll be back as soon as the sun goes down tonight.
But they're definitely keeping an eye on the situation. There have been a number of reports of these unidentified aerial phenomena, Hallie, across the country and on the West Coast. So the government is concerned about this.
Tonight, we're looking into posts being spread on social media. They claim the James Webb Space Telescope spotted a large object about 10 light years away moving toward Earth. The posts claim that the telescope captured the object changing its trajectory in an unnatural manner, meaning it must be some sort of extraterrestrial life. But there is currently no evidence of this. The website Snopes did a major fact check, and the only sources of information on the object are UFO and alien content creators. There hasn't been any official word on it from NASA, other space agencies, or any branch of Congress.
But people want to know, what the heck are they and what are they doing? It's normal to see red and green lights in December, unless they're coming from mysterious drones in the night sky.
It's kind of unsettling. They're not up for 15 minutes, they're up for hours. Some are very big, probably the size of a car.
Mike Walsh says he's seen hundreds of them over the past 2 weeks from his Randolph backyard and has the video to prove it.
They kind of go slow, they come towards you, then they'll change direction a little. They're all going different ways.
Today we learned the FBI is now investigating.
It was going pretty slow. It had 3 blinking lights, red and green.
Christian Velasquez says he saw it too after leaving work the other day. Like everyone else, he wants to know what's going on.
I don't know. It's weird. It's concerning that there's multiple of these being spotted at the same time. It's not just one of these drones flying around. It's 5 at the same time, and they're all around Morris County, and it's definitely concerning.
Mike says he first heard what sounded like a helicopter from inside his home. By the time he stepped outside, he knew it was something else. He contacted police, but so far he hasn't gotten many answers.
I'd really like to see one land and be able to report it, but they're up for a long time. I don't know, where they're taking off from, where they're landing from.
This is a video of the Morris County drones with characteristic triangle lights.
The sightings have exploded on social media, some casting doubt, others concern.
People were thinking like UFOs or people are being spied on.
Do you have any concerns about these drones?
No.
And your reaction to it has been?
That's crazy. I wonder what they're looking for.
It's all over Facebook and all over our website page.
What's your reaction to all of it?
Well, it's a little scary. I'm like, what is it?
New tonight, where did this drone come from? That's what police in New Jersey are trying to figure out. The CBS News Confirm team did verify the social media post, which was taken near Chatham around 8:15 last night.
We need to get the panel's opinion here tonight. The Morris County Prosecutor's Office says the drone activity was also observed by law enforcement members on patrol, and they are monitoring and investigating the situation. Authorities say there's no known threat to public safety. They're urging anybody with information to contact the police. What do you guys think?
Do you think it's some teenager?
Real or imagined?
Backyard?
Yeah.
That's a real deal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's got lots of lights.
I think it's some kids. with,
Lots of lights.
You know?
Yeah. That's my gut.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right. To be continued.
The FBI's Newark field office would only say it is working with other law enforcement agencies to figure out what's going on, but at the moment doesn't have enough information to share.
A lot of people want to know what's going on. I think more people are coming around to that, oh, this is going on and maybe it's not good.
Nancy Reed didn't want to show her face on camera, but says she's seen the drones every night since November 18th.
I can see them right out my bedroom window. I can watch them. Last night was about 5:30, so it was earlier. But it's normally anywhere between like 7:30 and 10:30, they're out here. Never during the day. Nobody ever sees them during the day.